Hi everyone, the Mature Simmer here. So welcome back to my generational farm. It's now spring again, and I've gotten some work done over the winter, so I'll fill you in on that. But first, I know it's been a while since I've talked about exactly what generational farming is, so sometimes there may be people who are new to the channel or new to the series popping over, so I want to just give a brief explanation of what we're doing here. So this is a competition that FSN has created where we will be moving through multiple maps. Each map is a generation, and it's supposed to simulate that type of movement from one farm to the next. And we're going to be going through 7 to 10 generations, and you can be on a generation for 2 to 10 years, so basically on a map for 2 to 10 years. This is now starting year 5 here on this map of Oberon, where we've been here. I've mainly been doing grass, and I've been moving along, and the goal is simple, to basically end up with the most generational wealth that you can at the end of the process. So I'm coming here to pick up my spreader because I have some work to do here. So I need to fertilize my fields, and I want to tip it over, which it will do. I've done that a couple times when I have to disconnect up on a hill. This will probably be good enough. We'll find out, I guess. There we go. Alright. So I'm going to drive over to the shop as well because I have a bag of fertilizer over there. I know I need more than 930. We'll see what I have. Oh wow, this field is still in good shape. So there are certain areas it looks like. Okay, so it's spotty. Actually go this way rather than go over and around. So over the winter I have been selling all my silage. I've been gone for the week on a business trip, so there wasn't much I could do. I was not able to get contracts. I was not able to do anything else. I missed kind of the core part of the year, basically from, I think, early summer through almost all of fall. When I did come back, it was the last day of fall. There were a lot of contracts available, but I had to get my grass off the field. And at this point, I've got a lot of grass. It takes me basically 6 hours to do the cutting and get everything off. You know, I've looked at the other options that I have, and without spending significant amounts of money, which I'm not going to do on this generation because we'll be moving shortly. So I guess let me cover that very quickly. We have been told we're going to be moving in winter 10 of year 1. Or I'm sorry, in winter 1 of year 10. Let's reverse that. So we've got a little ways to go. And so what that translates into is basically still a little over another month until we'll be heading out. You know what? I know I need another bag. I could get this done without doing anything with 1200 on kind of one field, but that won't work. Go ahead and pick up a bag here. Alright, so now I'm set. Yeah, I sold well over 1 million liters of silage, so that has done quite a bit. I've taken my loan almost down to 0 again. So this year for certain, unless something significantly happens that I'm not planning at this point, I will have the ability to be profitable again, I'm profitable at this point because of the land that I've got that I would be selling. You know, I'm still doing pretty well. The only expense that I really incurred was the silos that I worked on, and or that I placed, and the fact that I misplaced one and had to move it. And so there was some cost there that just had to get dug out of. And that's it. All right. Just about where I want to be. Probably okay to where I want to be, so I may just leave that down the middle of the road there. Although, I don't know, now that I think about it, I think that does cause me a bit of a problem. So let me move it to the edge of the grass. But yeah, in short, that has been the update, and that is really what has happened since I've given you anything last. It's been the final cutting, which I think I did talk about, because I did have an episode about, back to work, that I was back and I was doing that work. And at that point, I think I was already starting to sell some of the silage, because some of these small silos were full already and needed to start producing again. So I've still got about 80,000 left to produce, but that will be it, and that will be completed today because that's split across the two silos, so that's a half day's work. So by dinner time, I can sell all that if I'd like, and I may just go ahead and do that to kind of start off fresh, clean everything up. Sale price is still well above the midpoint, so that should be good. It's definitely not at the highest point, but that is where I'm at, and that is where we sit with generational farming. So that's all I've got for you this time, and I'll see you next time.